Sure.
Intro.
What's up, everybody? We're live. This is the Crowded Room podcast with Alex and Jer. Here's some music.
I'ma make a million in my Montclair check. I'ma make a million in my Montclair check. I'ma make a million in my Montclair check. Montclair check. Montclair check. I'ma make a million in my Montclair check. I'ma make a million in my Montclair check. I'ma make a million in my Montclair check. Montclair check. Montclair check. I'ma make a million, came back from Cancun. Got the cool cantaloupe, diamonds glued off the roof. I'ma cop the cool lemon diamond, look like lions doing layups on the moon. On the moon, corn, grape, jelly roll, Eddie Jones. I can finger roll 5 feet from free throw. If you're talking about another man, you need to get your bands up. Two Victoria's Secret Miles, about to pull my pants up. I spent a cool for the piece, Galleria. I'm in Massachusetts, mock her jacket, eat marita. Two Puerto Rican divas, drinking margarita. Which one of y'all I was calling senorita? Long as you know that I'm Alabama rap. White wrist look like Rainbow Bright, doing jumping jacks. Bought a 50 pack, Sachi sleeping cap. Marmalade, Matt, mint on the Maybach. Well, I'ma make a million in my Montclair check. I'ma make a million in my Montclair check. I'ma make a million in my Montclair check. Montclair check. Montclair check. I'ma make a million in my Montclair check. I'ma make a million in my Montclair check. I'ma make a million in my Montclair check. Montclair check. Montclair check.
East Coast, West Coast, distributing back. Exotic gas, got my clientele coming back. Wasn't very got my trap doing jumping jacks. Trap, I know the nigga who invented that. I'ma make a meal in my Montclair jacket. I'm trapping, I'm rapping, motivated for cabbage. I'ma make a meal cause the money I be stacking. No lacking, I'm packing. You test me, I'm blasting.
Pull up, wait, camera time. HU will come through and switch the vibe. Float it in the booth, yeah, they pay me just for a line. Clear jacket is bubbled up. My new bitch got a bubble butt. Styrofoam cups, they doubled up. Come test me if you dumb enough. Come correct. Diamonds on my neck. Cost more than
Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't need a paddock. My time is
welcome back to the Crowded Room podcast with Alex and Jer.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it's fucking Thursday, March 24th. And if you're listening to us now, that means you survived Joe Biden's winter of fucking doom and gloom.
Hey. Yeah.
And,
Shout out to everyone.
and I hope you didn't get jabbed up, but that's fine.
If you did, that's okay too.
That's right. We got our new moderator, Andrew, here.
Yep.
Taking care of the riffraff and shouting out our intro music riffraff there, which is still playing. I'm sure if you want to turn that off on your phone. Yeah. But yeah, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Flood in, take a seat. The doors are open.
Hell yeah.
I hope you had a good hope you had a good beginning of spring. Yeah, looks like we got a lot of people in the chat already.
Hell yeah. Andrew, no, I'm not using OBS yet.
No, we don't really know what we're doing.
Damn, love the engagement in the chat already.
Instantly, yeah. Let's see how long it lasts.
Hell yeah. Alex doesn't want to do it, but if you guys make me laugh, I will take a drink tonight.
I'll drink a beer. I just don't want to do a shot.
Okay, yeah.
I drove here.
Yep. Excuse me. You know, I forgot to send Shay a link to this. If you're watching, any of you that know Shay, fucking send him a link. Tell him I sent you.
Yeah, if he doesn't know to get here Thursdays at 7 by now, I'm upset.
Yeah.
It's not that hard, Shay. Mm-hmm. You'll have to listen back. But yeah, welcome to our first episode of spring. Mm-hmm. Goddamn sun's out.
Hell yeah.
For the first time.
Today was a really good day. I woke up, the sun was shining. I went on Facebook and the EU was just shitting on Trudeau. I mean, that made me so happy.
There's a roast of Trudeau. He tried to preach to everybody and got shit on.
Oh yeah. Oh man, if you guys haven't seen it, definitely watch it.
Right.
There's more than one guy that does it. There's a female that does a very good job of shitting on him.
Right. And did you have a Skype link up today or no?
Yeah. By the way, guys, in the description, there is my Skype ID. If you go on Skype, you can search that ID and I'll pop up. You can give me a shout and we'll put you on the podcast. And yeah, we're gonna take callers today. Also, if you know me and have my Facebook, feel free to call me that way. If you don't have Skype, like Skype is for people who don't know me personally. So
yeah, call in with some conspiracies. Today's going to be themed around that. If you got a good one to talk to us about, we'd love to hear it.
And not only that, but if you got like a ghost story, alien story, anything paranormal that you saw that you want to talk about, or something crazy you believe in, let us know.
Excuse me, goddamn.
Get this all set up here. Yeah, I'm guessing too.
So I showed up to work today and got railroaded with some job that guys left off in fall. They're doing siding in like the muddy ass fall season, and this house got sided up 20 feet high with like muddy handprints all over the wall.
Jesus.
And it's hardy board, so I had to get up there and like scrub it with the soapy water and a rag and shit. Wow. Yeah, I had to fix other people's fuck ups.
Damn, that sucks.
Basically, yeah, they just like left it because it got too cold in fall.
Wow.
Yeah.
One day I came into I was working in this brand new house. I came into it one morning and there's paint everywhere. Right. I looked all down the stairs and everything. And yeah, I guess there was no railings up. So like buddy accidentally tipped the paint over, it like fell down, splashed all over the stairs. He tried to, but it was like after hours.
Impossible. Yeah. It's hilarious how some people just leave their fuck ups. Like, oh, this is fine.
Yeah, and then later he got fired because it turned out he was like living in the basement of this new house while he was working.
Wow. And they gave him a key or something?
I don't know. I guess so.
Yeah.
He didn't need one because he didn't leave.
That's greasy.
Yeah.
Yeah. One time buddy got fired because he took a nap under the deck while we were building a house.
That's awesome.
And he was on medication or something for head problems. I don't know. But yeah, boss found him like napping underneath the deck, just like like it was just fine. Yeah,
I think we've all tried to find a way to sleep at work at one point or another.
Right. I had to once, but I didn't have a boss around me. But I was sick. I showed up to work just sick as shit, and Mark was with me that day.
Yeah.
And I just like he was mudding walls for me, and I couldn't help him. I had to go nap. It was like a flu. This was like fucking 5 years ago or something. But I had to just go crawl into a bed that was because it was like a rental unit kind of thing. And no one lived there or anything, but it was furnished.
Yeah.
And I just fucking crawled into a bed and napped for the whole day. And
I had a day like that once back in the day. I think I was like 18. I was working at my dad's old store and came in so hungover. Luckily, the other guy working there, Tim, he kind of covered for me. He let me go in the back, and there was like up top, there was like where they kept all the underlay for the carpet, all these like big rolls of like soft foam. So I just went up there. It was dirty, but I just had to have it.
Yeah. Insulation when it's still in the packaging is pretty nice to lay on. Yeah.
How to sleep at work.
How to
Alex
sleep at work.
That's our next podcast.
Just get out of eye shot and run away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Step one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So in sports news, fucking Colby Covington got knocked the fuck out.
Right. Colby Covington talked shit about Buddy's kids and then thought he could walk around. Say the dumbest thing is that he pressed charges afterwards. Like,
I know, but you knew he would. He's that guy.
No, you don't know.
He's the one that calls.
He's a bitch that he thinks, oh, I'm gonna talk shit, and then if you hit me, I'm gonna press charges. Like, and you're not even like way bigger than me or anything. If he could beat him up, why is he so worried about him? That's a little bitch move, in my opinion. Khabib came out tweeting about it.
Yeah, absolutely. But then everyone else was like, well, you had 25 minutes to do whatever you could to that guy and you couldn't.
That's a whole different thing. That was professional. This is personal.
Fair enough. If you're going to keep talking, because I follow Colby every fucking day or two.
Right.
He was saying something and I was laughing at it. Not going to lie. I was like, damn, what can Jorge say? Got his ass kicked. But then it was like a week later, 2 weeks later, and he's still going off. So.
Yeah. And it's got nothing to do with the professional loss that Jorge had. If you're going to talk shit, you better watch your back on the street. Basically, right?
Jorge literally like had a hoodie on and came up and just sucker punched.
Yeah, the dumbest thing is he posted a video about it afterwards. He snitched on himself. But yeah, I'm all for people getting punched in the face when they run their mouth. I have nothing against that.
Yeah, right? Fair enough, man. Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna be a bitch. You're gonna get treated like a bitch. But can he beat him in MMA? No. What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
I don't see the
fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Life goes on outside of the ring.
Yeah.
Not to scare any of y'all away with sports news. That's the only sport we talk about.
Right.
Don't worry. Gonna get
I don't honestly know what happened in any other. Oh wait, there's the fucking the swimmer, the transgender swimmer.
Hey, she won fair and square.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, you can suck her dick.
Suck her fat
All right.
dick. Okay, she's Leah fucking Thomas, 23 years old, formerly William. She was the 450 something man in the world when she was swimming.
But the number one
And she's
female.
the number one
Wow.
female. Yeah.
Crazy how that works.
It's very odd. She won the 500 yard swimming championship, and then not long after, she lost 2 other competitions.
Oh, okay.
And it's almost like, did she throw those competitions because all the heat she got afterwards?
I mean, you pretty much have to lose a couple, you know,
Yeah.
like just so everyone else wants to keep playing.
Well, she won the 500 yards, then she got 8th in the 100 yard event and 5th in the 200 yard event. So no, these are American, Shay. You shut your mouth. They're yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who invited you here anyway?
Shove
Shay?
your meter sticks up your ass.
So also on the news. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So we set up this conspiracy theory podcast.
Right.
We picked a bunch of things to look into.
I got lots of news first, though.
Oh, okay. You still got more to
Yeah,
talk
lots
about?
and lots of news. Anyways, so this NDP Liberal coalition.
Oh,
It's
shit.
not
I'm
a
jumping
true,
the gun. Okay.
It's not a true coalition. That would mean that they both have cabinet seats.
Okay.
And this is just NDP gave them votes.
In exchange. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
In exchange for some of their things going through.
So the
right?
Liberals didn't even win a majority vote. It was a minority vote,
Yeah.
and Canada didn't even vote on this. So it's a complete thievery of votes in order to get a majority, in order to stop a new election from coming until 2025.
Yep.
Nobody voted for it. Completely false. And this means that the vaccine mandates stay.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if all the provinces drop them?
Well, that's a provincial thing. Provincial can do it, but federal mandates stay.
I mean, if there were no more provincial mandates, you'd think the federal
then you
ones
still
would get
can't
dropped.
cross the border.
I know that sucks.
That's the
wanna-
one thing. Yeah. Right.
fair.
So it's not a formal coalition. That means they don't have a cabinet seat. They get the confidence vote. So we can't really dethrone him with a non-confidence vote like the
Yeah.
conservatives were trying to
Basically,
do.
the NDP has no say in anything, but they've pledged them like
Yeah.
all their votes and gave them all the power in exchange for like there's like a dental program that they've always
Dental
wanted to-
care and pharma care, which means free pills.
Yeah, so
and
some
free
of the things
dentistry.
don't sound that bad. Is our country in any position to start handing out shit for free? Probably
No,
not right
what it
now.
does mean is that Liberals have free reign to spend as much money as they want now. And the Trudeau government has already surpassed the spending federal debt
Mhm.
of all other prime ministers combined
Yeah.
so far. He's at 659 billion now. All the other prime ministers combined were 634 billion.
Wow.
Right. And that's one guy in the last, I don't know how many fucking years he's been in. Like,
At least he's the
Too
best
long.
at something.
Canada needs term limits. That's the basic fucking bottom line of it. How the hell do we get term limits in Canada?
I agree with that. He'd be out by now, I guess.
Right?
You know,
He should be out by now.
it just sucks because if you don't like the guy, you're stuck with him for how long, right? I like that in America. At least they change it up.
Well, yeah, they have to, right?
Exactly.
It's in the law. You can only do
Only
two
two terms,
terms.
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's why Trump can run again, but he can only stay for 4 more years.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, that's fair. What they don't have is Secretary of State, people like that lady, the crazy old lady, I forget her name, the white chick.
Is that Nancy Pelosi?
Yeah. She doesn't have term limits.
She's nuts.
And you hear her just
insider
going
trading
off
master.
and off. She started rambling.
Oh yeah.
And
Dude,
people are
which
saying
time?
there's this
Also, hey
sympathetic-
Lenny.
there's this syndrome called like sympathetic psychosis or something, where if you spend enough time with a deranged person and you're not like aware of how fricked up he is, you'll eventually start thinking that way. And it's happened to like siblings that like spent too much time. One sibling got really messed up, and then the other one just didn't realize how messed up he was, and they both end up going to
Yeah, I
fucking
heard if you
padded
hang out
rooms.
with someone who has schizophrenia,
That's just it.
Yeah.
And so she spends enough time with Joe Biden. Eventually, now everyone's mumbling, and jumbling up words. That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah,
That's
it's
fucking
not
weird.
very. it's not very much a joke either. It's weird. You listen to what they say and you can't fucking pull anything out. Same with Kamala Harris. You can't pull a reasonable meaning out of what they're saying.
No,
you hear that passage of time thing?
What?
She just went off about, the passage of time is very significant, especially for kids. And then she just kept like repeating these weird sentences that were very similar to that. And at the end of it, you're like, I have no clue what you just said. And you're running our country.
Someone was telling her, like, isn't it time for this? Isn't it time for that? And she's like, the time is to do what we've always been doing, and that time is now.
Yeah.
She's so lax on everything.
Yeah.
Dude. Like, very shitty vice president.
Very shitty.
To go with the shitty president, I guess. But I'm not American. So
I would still prefer being American over Canadian today. We heard there's the roast of Trudeau, if you guys haven't tuned into the goddamn news in the last 24 hours or 48, I guess.
They fucking killed it.
4 goddamn members of European Parliament came out and roasted Trudeau hard. And over 70% of the cabinet stood up and left for Trudeau's address to them. Yeah. Afterwards, he was told he had a standing ovation, which was 5 people or something. And then, the whole fucking place stood up and clapped for him. No, well, actually, everyone left.
I think my favorite quote of it all was, please spare us with your presence.
Yeah, that was the Germany.
Presence, sorry.
And then there was the Croatian MP, Mislav Kolakusic.
As soon as I heard him talking in Croatian, I was like, oh, this could be good.
He accuses Trudeau of running a dictatorship of the worst kind in his translation, I guess, to English. Yeah.
And that chick told him he has no right speaking about democracy.
Yeah, the German chick spoke in English.
Yep.
And gave him shit. And that was before he ever got up or anything. And people cheered her on hard after that. That was a standing ovation.
Like 75% of the crowd left. And then Trudeau had his speech and like 5 people out of it clapped.
Right. And then he gets up and defended his actions, calling the convoy leaders cynical populists. So whatever the hell you want to call that. Sure. But he warned the whole European Parliament of this stuff to come and was just like roasted. Actually, it's very embarrassing to be Canadian today.
Fair enough, man.
Just today. I don't mean in general, but today it's an embarrassing day for Canadians.
Yeah, he's an embarrassment to the whole fucking country, man. And what's fucked up is people still support him. And if they're not supporting him directly, they're supporting everything that he stands for directly.
Yeah.
They're against everything. The truckers movement, like, the anti-vax movement, all that stuff.
Right.
They're against all that.
Well, they're against him preaching after doing that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're against. You don't stand up here and tell us how we should be running our countries when your democracy is perverted, as the German lady said.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Your perverted version of democracy.
Yeah.
That was epic.
That's hilarious, but that's fucking pretty embarrassing.
Yep.
And Robert Malone comes out and reveals that the Trudeau family owns 40% of Acutus Pharmaceuticals, partner of Pfizer. Partner of Pfizer, and his goddamn mandates are still going. Okay, so he literally has a blaring conflict of interest here.
Mm-hmm. He's making money off every vaccination, I guess.
And he's the one ordering the vaccines.
And he's the one telling us we have to get vaccinated.
And we're the ones paying for it because the government doesn't have any money. That's our money.
We call that conflict of interest.
Yeah. When I die, you bury me with that money. That's my money.
Yeah. So normally, I mean, someone like that would get taken out of his position. Surely, you would think.
You'd think that would be enough of conflict of interest to up in arms some people, but you would just get doxxed and your bank account frozen. And we're probably getting there anyways, just for talking about it right now. But yeah.
Yeah, my dad specifically told me not to talk about BlackRock. He thought I would go missing.
Yeah,
like,
you never know.
Not enough people listen yet.
Yeah, one day.
So let's
Lenny.
start addressing some of these.
Yeah.
Lenny, I think it blocks your comment whenever you put your email address because it's not showing up for me. But I put my Skype ID in the description. So if you copy and paste that into your search on Skype, Jer Pill should come up. Just give me a shout.
And then you'll be able to contact us. Yeah.
Yeah. But just wait a little bit. Wait till we get into the conspiracy side of things.
Right. And before that, so Joe Biden Supreme Court nominee Ketanji Brown Jackson was asked to give a definition of a woman. Like, have you seen that?
I think no, I didn't. Actually.
You didn't? Yeah.
No,
So
I don't think so.
she's being nominated for the new Supreme Court from Joe Biden. Black lady.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
She was blatantly asked a simplistic question that every, I believe, 9th grade biology student is asked at the same time. Can you define a woman? And she said, no, because I'm not a biologist. She is a woman. She has children. I don't know if she has a daughter or not, but I believe she knows.
Does she know she's a woman?
I don't know. Maybe she's never seen a mirror.
Yeah.
She could be afraid of mirrors.
I mean, last night I actually watched that. At least when Ted Cruz was grilling her, I watched that in its entirety. So it was about 33 minutes long.
Right.
And online, all I saw was pictures of Ted Cruz holding up a book that said "The Anti-Racist Baby." I don't know if you saw that. That picture was all over. Just, I think the headline
Ted Cruz
just gets
is hilarious, though. Yeah,
he is, and so he's grilling
him
her.
and DeSantis, both.
Yeah.
Texas and Florida governors, they both come out hard.
Fuck yeah. So
she identifies as a cyborg.
So he's grilling her on critical race theory and all that stuff. And that's what made it into the headlines. What didn't make it into the headlines was the last 5 or 10 minutes when he accuses her of letting pedophiles off early all the fucking time.
That's the bigger thing.
On an average, or not, doesn't let them off early, lets them off easy. So on average, 42% less of a sentence than what is recommended by the prosecutors.
Yeah.
And so he grilled
and that's
her on
who
that.
Joe Biden wants on the Supreme Court of the United States here.
Yeah, but no one's talking about that part of it.
No.
And to be clear, I'm pretty sure he specified that he only got her because she was black and a woman.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do any sort of due diligence. It was more
that's
just
like, it. But she doesn't even know that she's a woman. So that's something someone has to explain it to her.
Holy crap.
You're being affirmatively hired here, but you don't even know it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a theater. It's a scary theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anything else in the news today?
In the news, let's see. Well, the Hunter Biden laptop came out.
And so that's what I wanted to say earlier when I jumped the gun. So guys, that was on our list of conspiracies to research last week. And it had to get moved to the news because it's no longer a conspiracy theory. It got proven. Not everything that was said got proven, but the laptop is confirmed to be his.
The existence of the laptop and what it was on it, and is
most
ties to Ukraine and everything. Yeah,
it's being federally inspected, so I mean, it's going to take some time, but yeah, it should be good.
Getting called from my mom.
They've already proven that Hunter Biden used his family name to start like business ties with Shanghai corporations that worked like directly for the Chinese government. Yeah. And so he's making money off China. And in his thing, it says he gets 20% equity and there's 10% for the big guy. Right. And that has been proven now that is Joe Biden. So the president is profiting off China.
Not only that, but his son's profiting off of being his son, right?
That as well. Also, there was there was instances of over 50 officials talking about the Russian Disinformation Act, where basically they're telling you Russian collusion is happening, all that crap, or they lie to you about that shit.
Yeah.
So over 50 officials talking about that shit, discussing it, how they're doing it, what's going on. So.
And not only that, about 6 months ago, you'd be kicked off of Twitter, YouTube, all this just for mentioning this.
That's what I was going to say, because that's when the election was happening. Right. No, that's not when the election was happening, but when the election was happening, that was when they first blacked it out. Yeah. October 2020 is when they blocked it out originally.
Right, and they want to kick everyone off that says that there's tampering with the election kind of thing, but big tech is literally censoring people who try to just put out actual information.
Absolutely.
By falsifying it as disinformation.
And that has been proven now as well. So the New York Post wanted to, they're alt-right, right? This is probably why they're labeled that, because they wanted to do this like 2 years ago. Yeah. And they got shut down by they got blacked out. They were prevented from posting about it, like everywhere. Yeah, it is all because of the election. They didn't want to sway the vote towards Donald Trump.
Right. Well, yeah, the people wouldn't trust Biden if they knew his son was corrupt as hell like that, but doesn't mean Biden's corrupt, right?
Shay has a good line there.
Well, what's that?
Russell Brand, difference between conspiracy theories and the truth? About 6 months.
About 6 months. And that's right. If you guys
is.
haven't checked out Russell Brand's YouTube page, that's the main source of information for most of this stuff coming out.
I wouldn't say most, but I definitely get some.
No, I mean
from
for
there.
most of like general information
stuff.
getting out.
A lot of the information that I got was from his video. However, all that information is posted on the New York Times and the Washington Post. So
well, in this subject
directly
specifically,
quoted from there.
he just put one out yesterday. But I just mean in general, he disseminates information in general frequently. He does daily videos on YouTube if you're into that kind of stuff.
Shout out to Russell Brand. He could be hard to listen to sometimes, but man, lately
he
he's
tries
been
to put
killing
a big spin on comedy wise into it. And I like it.
Yep. So to this day, the Bidens have not been questioned about the laptop,
and they haven't denied it.
Nor have they ever denied it. And Trump was actually right when he was accusing Biden of these things during the election. He was actually telling the truth. So
yep.
I tried to tell someone this information today, and they wouldn't accept it because it came from an alt-right news source. Well,
which was what Russell Brand.
I mean, if you're gonna,
that's not
no. I'm saying the New York Times and Washington Post were labeled alt-right to this person. I'm not going to say any names.
Not alt-right.
Yeah, and no, he said he said New York Times or New York Post. Sorry, is definitely alt-right.
What about the Wall Street Journal?
And the Wall Street Journal
is alt-right.
Yeah, apparently.
Fuck that guy.
Yes.
Anyways,
so yeah, he wouldn't even accept the information because it's alt-right. It's like, dude, they're quoting the dude that's in charge of investigating this. Like, it doesn't matter where it comes from. This is the real information.
You don't have to convince every single person, right?
Right. Can't convince them all. Oh well.
What you do know is Hunter Biden's business partners came out and verified it themselves, right? And Twitter, Facebook blocked out this stuff, and that's glaringly obvious. It's not, we're not saying that they're corrupt or anything, but it's a glaringly obvious conflict of interest as to who you really back.
Yeah,
it's sad.
Yeah, buddy, it's
sad. But yeah, what do we got here? The emails made it clear Hunter Biden was cashing in on the Biden name, including a board member of Burzma, a Ukrainian gas company. And his taxes, his tax returns and all that was in there. The disinformation campaign about the emails was then used by big tech to justify brute censorship of any reporting on the story pre-election. That's coming from Glenn Greenwald, the guy who dropped the Snowden story.
I just want to say I misspoke. I meant the New York Times, not the New York Post. I don't have any information on the New York Post.
No, New York Times and the Wall Street Journal.
And I think I may have even said like the Washington, but I don't. I meant the Wall Street Journal. Wall Street Journal and New York Times. Those are the only two places.
Yep. Yeah. And you know, everything comes full circle. That's one more dollar in the Alex Jones was right jar.
Also, it was the most blacked out topic in political history.
Yeah. Well, yeah, in recent history, yeah.
No. Well, I mean,
we don't.
They couldn't really. Yeah. I guess so. As far as we know.
Yeah.
Well, as far as like on social media goes, right?
There you go. And that's just recent. Like there wasn't
exactly.
social media 20 years ago.
Exactly. Yeah. Fair enough.
But you know that, and it's you block one thing out and it's fucking huge now, right? But yeah, very sad day in news.
Yeah. Do you got any more headlines or?
No, you can go on if you want to kick up a conspiracy here.
Oh yeah, I guess we can get started with that. I think you're gonna kick us off.
For what? Oh, this one's a little silly, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So hey, it's conspiracy theory time, guys. So,
but we don't
get
fuck
your
around
fucking tinfoil hats on. Yeah, buddy,
but indulge me if you will, because I got something to tell you guys. I don't believe that the Titanic actually sank.
And why not?
Well, it's clear to me that it was an insurance fraud bid.
It's clear?
It's clear to me.
Well, how is it clear?
Well, I'm here to convince you that the Titanic's actually alive and well right now.
Oh, shit. This is the first I've heard of that.
Yeah. Well, so it goes like this. The Olympic is a sister ship to the Titanic. The Titanic,
The Olympic.
Yeah, the Olympic.
And it's like the same ship essentially.
Well, it kind of, but it got a paint job to look exactly like. That's what the hats are here for, folks. We know.
Dude,
mine was backwards.
In case they try to fry our brains for talking about this stuff, man.
Well, we need it so that Trudeau can't hear us.
Well,
right, but yeah, clearly there's a conflict of interest. JP Morgan, the original founder of Chase Bank, I think you heard about it. He owned the Olympic, or he owned the company that built the Olympic kind of thing, or the Titanic, sorry, which was actually the Olympic.
Okay.
So Morgan, you guys know he's a big American banker. He wanted to create the Federal Reserve, and he had strong opposition from three famous billionaires that you wouldn't recognize if I told you their names, so I didn't bother saving their names.
They probably all work for BlackRock, right?
No, well, this was 1918 or whatever, right? So yeah, their kids probably work for BlackRock.
They got that adrenochrome, they last forever. Those
and
guys,
they'll get
those
you.
Lizard people.
That's right. They could still be alive.
Another conspiracy for
another day. Ooh, follow me, folks. This gets weird. So
okay.
Those three powerful opposers to JP Morgan's Federal Reserve installment were all passengers on this Titanic, which sank, and they all died. So the Titanic didn't sink, the Olympic sank, if you're following me. And that's true. Those three millionaires did die on this thing. So the story goes that this JP Morgan guy wanted to kill them, and he fabricated this whole thing like that it was going to sink on purpose kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure I remember hearing something about there was posters out there saying like the ship may not be returning. Like there was like warnings.
Really? Well,
I might be getting that mixed up with something else actually. Sorry.
I'm sure everybody at the time, like it was a new technology, right? I'm sure everyone was kind of skeptic of if it was like reliable or not.
Davey says our feed is glitching.
Your feed's
he
glitching.
Thinks it's our tinfoil hats. Let me know if it's fixed
oh
yet,
shit, Davey. No, it's Trudeau.
Anybody else having problems? Yeah, they're trying to scramble our feed.
Okay, anyways.
Take the hats off to scramble our brains.
JP Morgan himself and the heir to the Hershey chocolate bar guy, they were both supposed to be on the ship, and then they just decided not to at the last minute.
So almost like they were warned.
Almost like they knew. We can't overuse that.
It's gonna get overused tonight.
But yeah, suggesting they intentionally sunk the thing. There's a lot of weird.
So
yeah,
Leonardo DiCaprio can be in the sequel.
That's true. We could have a sequel. Honestly, I don't trust.
Fuck.
After I hear this, I don't trust Leonardo DiCaprio anymore. That guy lied to me.
That story never made sense, anyways, because there was room for both of them on that fucking door.
Yeah. Well, that just means Rose is a bitch.
Well, yeah, and they were lying about the story because he would have just climbed on anyways.
Yeah. No.
In real life, you just gonna drown? Are you gonna let this chick just like hog the whole door?
Oh, that's fine. I'll just wait for the next door. Don't worry about me.
Look where that got.
Yeah. So no, Leo won't be in the next one unless someone got him with like a scuba tank or something. Pretty sure the shark got him.
All actors are just paid liars, says Andrew, our brand new moderator, by the way.
That's right. Well, we're actors. We're on camera right now. What are you saying about us? Right?
We're not actors.
Yeah, we're look at us.
Hosts.
We're filmed.
There's
we're hosts.
We don't have to bullshit people.
The theory goes a little deeper, saying that the Rothschilds were involved, and then it goes and says a mummy was involved in there. But let's just believe that JP Morgan made all of his goddamn millions. And the reason that you've ever heard of Chase Bank is because he sunk the Titanic.
Shit.
Go ahead and comment if you think that one's holds water
think?
Or not. Yeah.
You guys think that's real, or is it a conspiracy?
I don't know. That's
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. I think that one's well, who can deny that the banker wanted the Federal Reserve installed and he'd be willing to kill people for it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But the Rothschilds and the mummy thing can go fuck itself.
Yeah.
It was abducted by aliens.
Oh, she never wanted him on her box. Yeah,
that's true.
Davey says I call BS.
Davey doesn't believe it, but I mean the rest of us believe it, don't we, guys?
Come on, guys.
Come on, like and subscribe.
We
got 10 viewers and 6 likes. I hate you.
Dude, thanks for showing up, guys.
Yeah, I mean, he likes
you guys. He might hate you, but I love you.
But I like you. Okay, so that one was stupid, but I think you know, James Cameron would have never made a movie about something that never happened, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, man, he knows what's up. He made Avatar, and he went to the bottom.
I
of the
never
ocean.
saw Avatar. Is it good?
Probably not anymore.
I never saw it.
I saw it once in
ever
theaters,
want to.
and it was good there.
That's the hill I'm willing to die on. I'm not gonna see Avatar.
I know people who saw it in IMAX 3D on mushrooms. I bet you they enjoyed it.
Yeah, they could have watched the goddamn infomercials and they'd be fine.
It's like, dude, this is just the fucking trailers.
I think we went to the wrong theater.
So the next conspiracy theory on the list, I picked one that I think a lot of you guys may already know about it, but I found a few examples of it that I had never heard of, so I thought I'd throw them out there. And so we're talking about the Mandela effect. So if you don't know, that's like it's named after Nelson Mandela because a lot of people thought that he died in prison, like in the 80s or 90s. And when he was released, or like when he eventually died, and I think it was 2012, the world was like shocked because like a lot of people, especially like older people as well, that like lived through that, like they thought he died in prison. So it's dubbed the Mandela effect because that was the first real example, like on a large scale, of people remembering a completely different memory. And we can't really explain why they all have that memory. So that being said, this is a bunch of those things.
What? We got Tyler.
Tyler Newstead.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that your friend?
That's a friend. He's a new listener. Sent him the link. He always sends me good metal songs. So
thank you, Tyler. Love you again.
So one of the weirdest Mandela effects is, like, to me, is this Tinkerbell one. Like, do you remember when we were kids, there were some Disney shows, Disney movies, where like at the beginning, Tinkerbell would come out and she would write Disney with her little sparkly wand.
Yeah,
she'd write Disney, and then she'd bam and dot the I, right?
Yeah.
And then everywhere, right? That never happened. It never happened.
Really?
That doesn't exist.
What does she do? And she does
Disney comes out and she just flies out. That's it. It's nothing like you remember.
No. I think the biggest one was the Berenstain Bears or something.
Berenstain Bears is a big one, but I'll get to that. I'm just bringing up this example right now because that one really got me. I have a vivid memory of Tinkerbell like fucking dotting that I and everything blowing up. Never happened ever.
Really?
Ever. Yeah. What else is there? Oscar Mayer, spelt with an A. Meyer, M-A-Y-E-R.
You lost me on that one. I'd never heard.
Oscar Mayer Wiener.
Well, I never thought of the spelling.
Oh,
right. Like, I don't have these spelling issues going on in my head, but yeah, that makes sense.
And then what else is there?
But the Bears one, that one was huge.
Yeah, Berenstain Bears. It's actually Berenstain Bears, the way it's spelled. But that's like the really popular one. I think if you know the Mandela effect, you know that one.
Yeah.
Like Luke, I am your father. That's not how it's said. He just says, I am your, he doesn't say Luke. He just says, I am your father.
Okay. I've heard that. I remember when I was a kid watching like a Flintstones episode, and I swear like I watched it 2 days in a row, and I swear like I remembered a different character saying the exact same words. So I do this to myself sometimes. Like, yeah.
Natural phenomenon. We all do it to ourselves. Yeah. Sex in the City is actually Sex and the City. It's weird because there's a lot of merch and like articles talking about sex in the city. There's like t-shirts and everything, but it's actually Sex and the City. That old TV show.
Okay.
Mr. Rogers. Remember the beginning? The fucking when he sings that song.
Won't you be my neighbor?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, right? He never said it like that. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. It's a beautiful day for the neighborhood.
Okay. That one's reaching.
What about Fruit of the Loom? The logo for Fruit of the Loom, the little icon. It's a bunch of fruit, right? With that cornucopia behind it.
Sure.
Yeah, the cornucopia is not there, but
you're gonna have to explain that one to me.
It's like a big horn that holds all the fruit and stuff that it's like piling out of.
Right.
You know Fruit of the Loom, the brand, right?
Yeah, the Jordan boxers.
Yeah. So it was like a bunch of fruit with a cornucopia behind it. That's how I remember it. Lots of people do. There's no cornucopia. It's just the fruit. Like that's
I don't think I knew what a cornucopia was, but you're educating us.
If you guys didn't know what a cornucopia was, it's this weird cloth horn looking thing that holds fruit
that you put your fruit in.
And I swear to God, it was on my underwear when I put them on as a kid, on my Fruit of the Loom.
Now they're gone?
Tighty whities.
Okay.
Yeah. My underwear or the cornucopia?
Yeah, both.
Yeah. And the last one, a lot of us remember a movie when we were kids called Shazam, and it was about a genie, and Sinbad played him. Like,
yeah, no, I saw that one.
No, that movie doesn't exist.
No, I swear I seen it.
That movie doesn't exist, Alex.
Oh, it's called like
no
something else.
It's actually Shaq, and it's called Kazam.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
a lot of people remember Sinbad as Shazam.
Okay, well, you got me there too.
There
Damn.
you go, right? Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
So.
I could have swore, but no, I it's so close that it's like, oh yeah, because I am Shazam. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Shaq and Sinbad, the same thing.
So, last one. Oh, one more. Curious George never had a tail.
Curious George never had a tail?
Yeah, Curious
then he's
George.
not a monkey.
Well, he's still referenced as a monkey, so that's what's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never had a tail.
But he was a cartoon monkey, but okay.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, that's the Mandela effect for you guys.
Right.
I don't know. Did you guys fall for any of those? Not fall for them, but did you guys agree on any of those that like seems like they've changed over time?
Everyone forgets Shaq.
Everyone wants to forget him.
Was that the last movie he ever did?
Maybe. I wouldn't know. I don't watch his movies except that one. Remember when everyone had that basketball with his hand on it?
Sure.
That?
No.
When we were kids, there was that basketball and it had like a big like
what the hand
print
was
on
never
it. It was supposed to be the
there.
same size as Shaq's hands.
Yeah.
Sterling Tate. Oh wow, haven't seen you for a while.
Sterling. Oh, you must have got the link.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. Welcome Sterling to the Crowded Room podcast. All are welcome. Hurry up, grab a seat.
Yeah,
You're only 40 minutes in.
Fuck yeah, we're just getting on to the next conspiracy theory. Also, if you guys want to call in, now's the time. Like I said,
right. Call in with your conspiracies.
The Skype ID is in the description. Copy and paste it. Search it on Skype, and I should pop up. And if you know me personally, just call me on Facebook.
Call his actual phone that we're not going to post.
Call me, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, this is a quick and dirty one. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Dr. Gene Ray. He is trying to convince the world of something called a time cube. He says the world is encapsulated in a cube that actually has 4 sides to it that each have their own 24-hour period in one rotation of the Earth. So what we consider as 24 hours, the individual 4 sides of the quarters of a globe, I guess. Well, it's really hard to do, but a literal doctor came out and offered 10 grand for any doctor that could disprove it, and no one's came out and said anything. I don't know if it's because they think they're gonna get themselves embarrassed off the fucking platform or not.
Maybe because if you can't find it, you can't disprove it.
Or if you can't understand what he's saying in the first place, you can't disprove it, right?
Just create something so crazy no one will ever find it, but lack of evidence doesn't mean it's not real.
So if you imagine like a globe inside of a paperweight, and the paperweight itself is a cube,
yep, then
each of those 4 quadrants of the sides can give themselves their own 24-hour period. That it's so confusing, but anyways,
hey, I like
this guy,
one. I never heard of it.
I know, that's just it. No one's ever heard of these things, but in the late 90s, this guy is an actual doctor with credentials and stuff. He went on the news. You can go YouTube this. He actually went on like real platforms to try to get people to debunk them. Offered 10 grand to anyone that could debunk them, and nobody yet has done it. It's been like almost 20
Lonesome
years.
Lenny says, sounds like my doctor.
Yeah.
But
awesome. Yeah, that's the time cube theory. I don't know how much I even believe it or how much I could even follow it.
We're getting a phone call.
We got a phone call. Let's accept it.
Turn it up there. What's up? You're on the Crowded Room podcast.
Oh,
hey, you guys doing? So I got a conspiracy.
Oh,
Just recently,
what's this?
I got a Xerox copy of the original photocopied fax, and it says that gold is worthless. Kennedy is still alive, hanging out with Elvis, and I forgot where I was going with
Are
that.
they with Tupac too? Are they with Tupac? Thanks for that, Davey.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Davey up here a little bit after.
I'm moving around too much because like I'm trying to create an effect, you know.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's okay. We don't need effects. Thank you though.
So Davey's just downstairs right now. He'll be coming up a little bit.
We really
later.
appreciate that. Thank you for calling in, Davey.
But thanks, caller number one.
Caller number one. But yeah, let's see if we even understand what you had to say about that again. Go ahead, say that again, Davey.
Oh shit! I had it written down.
Oh.
No. I just made that up off the top of my head. You guys are asking about conspiracy, and you know, my heart is free from conspiracy. It's all
true.
meant to be.
Yeah, it's all true to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Davey, we really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave.
Thanks, Davey.
Dave H.
Well, now you know the phone works, guys. Feel free to fucking call in.
That was a valuable input.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, as you can tell, a lot of these conspiracies are pretty easily fucking debunked, but we still appreciate everyone's input. But yeah, that time cube one is a little hard to grasp. But you know, it's hard to disprove too. Who knows which one came before the other?
Sounds like the 3 tenets of a good conspiracy.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking A. All right.
It's your turn.
It's
Give
my
us one.
turn. Oh, okay. So we're on to declassified Russian alien documents.
Oh.
So in 2009, the Russian government declassified a bunch of documents about UFOs and aliens and stuff like that.
Right.
That went as far back as like the Soviet Union and stuff like that. There's a bunch of them, but the two that really interested me were these 6 scientists. They went to Lake Baikal, Baikal, I believe, and it's the deepest lake in the world. It's like 1,642 meters deep.
Really?
That makes it the deepest lake in the world, and I believe it is in Russia. So they're exploring this lake. These scientists got 50 meters down, and they encountered what they said were 6 like humanoid figures, and they were about 9 feet tall.
How'd they get down there?
Well, they went down slowly, like in a submarine, I guess, and then they got out.
Okay.
And, I don't know exactly how they did it.
They got out.
You can get out of a submarine.
Not 1,600 meters down.
No, I said 50 meters down.
Okay, there we go.
They're 50 meters down, like not even close to the bottom of the lake. And they encounter these like humanoid beings, 9 feet tall, and they have like jellyfish looking like helmets over their head.
Right.
And so they're approaching them, and these fucking idiots decide to try to capture one of them. And so when they do that, they all get blown back by this like crazy force.
Mm-hmm.
And it sends them up towards the surface. So what happens when you go up too fast?
The bends.
Yeah. So like 3 of them fucking died. 3 of them died just from the bends, and this is real.
Yeah.
Like, and the other 3 that survived were like severely injured. Only one of them ever spoke out about it and said what happened. And the other 2 were like too terrified to ever speak of it again. And people think that the Russian government tried to silence them, because now we have a Russian like government or like a document like saying like that this happened, like they have an account of it. So it's interesting shit. And so like I thought that was really cool, the fact that that's like it's always cool when the government releases information on aliens.
And that's like official Russian declassification.
Yeah, in 2009.
Oh, okay.
And then another thing that happened, or another document that got released, was about these 6 UFOs underwater that this Russian submarine encountered, and they kept going towards them.
Sure, this is on tight for this one.
Yeah, we'll get it on tight. And they got so close that the submarine actually like got ready for war, got ready to defend itself. Yeah. And this formation of 6 discs just kind of like went over them, went right out of the water, just kept flying. They're gone. But like I said, it's always cool when the government releases that. You know, I never believe them otherwise, but when they talk about that shit, I'm like, oh, okay, it must be real.
Yeah. And there's no known trans medium vehicles in actual fucking.
Shay just said what I'm saying.
What?
The only time people believe the government is when they say UFOs are real. That's
That's
essentially
true,
what I was
yeah.
saying. Only time I trust the government, Shay. That's fucking awesome. But yeah, so that's that was just a couple. I don't know if that's a conspiracy. I guess it could be. Just
Well, yeah, no, you call that a conspiracy. I think America was supposed to declassify a bunch of shit too.
yeah, it's either gonna happen or it did happen, and
Right. And
Yeah.
nothing in Canada.
so Russia invaded Atlantis. Nope, but they did invade Antarctica. We'll get to that after.
Right. Yeah.
It's Alex's turn to
To
wow
what?
you guys.
What are we
But
doing? Another one?
Also, once again, we're in between conspiracies. Feel free to call in.
Yeah, or even just type in what do we got? Bigfoot is real, says Nate up there. Yes.
Yeah.
Why
Oh,
doesn't Nate call in?
Nate said he was gonna call in. I think he's getting scared, to be honest.
He doesn't have his tinfoil hat on.
Oh, that's what it is.
yeah.
That's just it, you guys. You have to put the tinfoil
Trudeau's
hat on
gonna
before
get
call,
you.
just in case.
Yeah, you got to wrap your phone in
They might
tinfoil
just
too.
fry your damn brain.
Yeah. Trust me, folks.
I'm an expert on conspiracy theories. Okay.
Speaking about the shitty government here, wrap them tight because we got the connection between COVID and 5G.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of y'all have heard something about this.
Right. So
We
the
got the real facts.
Conspiracy goes pretty far and wide. There's been lots of towers being attacked. There's been lots of like COVID or not COVID, but 5G towers that get
Getting
lit on
vandalized.
fire and
Oh, yeah.
vandalized all around the world, here in Canada even. But by conspiracy theorists that didn't have their hats, I guess.
Flat Earth, so-
Yeah, there's this guy, Dr. Thomas Cowan, came out and said that 5G is actually poisonous to the human body. And what it is just electromagnetism at a higher frequency than the 3 and 4G.
Mhm.
So basically, electromagnetism can go from low hertz to really high hertz. And what they're saying is once you hit 60 hertz, the magnetism disrupts the lungs' ability to absorb oxygen. And this has been weaponized by the military as like a deterrence to people trying to screw with them, kind of thing.
Wow. So how much is it supposed to like what percentage are we talking about? Like how much does it do this? How
Well,
much...
it'll give you COVID, bud.
Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
But anyways,
like what percent, like how much does it deplete
so
your
if they turn
lungs
it up
or-
high enough, it'll kill you like in seconds because you won't be able to absorb oxygen anymore.
Unless you're wearing the hat though, right?
Right, but there's
Wearing the hat.
regulations to keep the frequencies down lower, which is why they kind of like allow 5G to go around freely through the air.
Mhm.
But yeah, some people think the military has weaponized this stuff, and some people think they're dumb as shit because Italy is one of the highest cases of COVID per capita kind of thing, and they have no 5G in their country at all.
They just had a lot of fucking old people.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what that
they
was.
could travel and come back with COVID.
Fuck yeah.
Right.
Binging Inside Job. Inside Job's a good show. I like that one. All about have you seen that cartoon about conspiracies?
No.
The first couple episodes are really good for sure.
Right on. But yeah, the higher frequencies kill you. There's been celebrities like Woody Harrelson that get on board with this and stuff. And
Really?
a lot of it people are dismissing because there's just a coincidence of timing between 5G's dispersal and COVID. Right.
But how many bats do they have? Bats screech at a high frequency.
Yeah, that's why. That's how they communicate in 5G.
Shit.
Right. So it's like, yeah, keep your phone away from your heart. You're gonna die soon. But basically, there's just been a lot of doctors coming out calling these people idiots, burning down 5G towers left and right.
I always put my phone like down between my legs.
That's why you don't have kids.
I'm afraid I'm gonna get like nut cancer.
I'm afraid I'm gonna get children.
Nut cancer or something. I check every day very thoroughly.
Right. But I mean, everyone else keeps it in their pocket right next to their nuts anyways. So it's literally like the same distance.
Yeah. I actually have a tinfoil wrap for my nuts too.
Yeah, tinfoil
Just
cup.
in case.
That's the name of our other podcast. If you're interested in following.
Hell yeah, that's
That's
what's
how we
up.
kickbox. Yeah.
So Is there any way that the vaccines affect the 5G
That the vaccines, well, yeah.
in this conspiracy theory?
There's also people that think that there's tiny microchips in the vaccine that communicate with the 5G and stuff.
So
that'd be a huge needle that would have to go inside of you.
The same people that say that say there's other things in it that almost like they kind of activate the 5G inside of you. Like 5G won't hurt you so much, but once you have the vaccine and all this stuff is in you, then they can fuck with you and fry you or whatever.
Yeah. No, the main thing that I picked up on is the military is weaponizing this because they can just dial the frequency up really quick and kill you.
Sterling says his girlfriend might give him COVID from screaming at such a high pitch.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it'll make you more susceptible to COVID.
Yeah, it'll make your lungs stop absorbing oxygen. Are you fucking listening? God damn it. Or is your fucking head getting Trudeau'd?
Get your damn tinfoil hat on.
Yeah.
Get in the game. I keep my phone in my back pocket. Me too, Lenny. I'm a back
Maybe that's why I had prostate cancer.
Oh, shit. Fuck, but when I have my jacket on, I put it in my inside pocket. So maybe I'm going to get heart cancer.
Right. Well, these electromagnetic waves are the same thing that heat your microwave up kind of thing, right? It is.
And I stand in front of that all the time.
It is concerning.
Yeah.
But there haven't been people dying yet. People say that like they live under a 5G tower and that's why they're getting leukemia and stuff. Like,
well, why are you living under a 5G tower?
Yeah.
What's wrong? I guess if they build one beside your house, you have no choice.
You clearly make horrible decisions.
That
church, trust you.
That church down the road, they have a 5G tower in the parking lot, and
not far from us.
They agreed to let them put it there as long as they could put a big ass cross on it at the top.
Really?
Yeah, that's how that deal went down.
I benefit enough from the goddamn using my phone. I can use a little 5G cancer.
Shay says he had his pumper done way before 5G, and that is true. I remember fucking must be like 10 years now.
What's his
when he
what's
got
a
heart
pumper?
surgery.
His heart?
Yeah, he got heart
Shay,
surgery.
you're way too young for that shit. Yeah. And that was before 5G.
Yeah. So now you're fucked. You better watch out. They probably put something in there just for the 5G. It's like a grenade.
You better avoid. You better carry a goddamn flip phone around.
Yeah.
T9 that shit.
Pop it anytime.
Yeah. But that one was interesting. At least everyone's willing to get the cancer just because they don't want to put their phone down. Like, I'm gonna risk it. Yeah, at least I am. I don't know.
10 years on the 2nd, man. March 2nd. Damn. So it has been 10 years. Bob McGee
with a new heart. So what? They just like they gave you a new heart. They pumped up your old one. You got a defibrillator in your chest?
Fixed a valve or something. Shay'll tell us.
Yeah, that's a scary. You should call in and give us that one because that sounds like another conspiracy.
We got Bob McGee. Says nice hats. I don't know who Bob McGee is, but what's up, Bob? You must
Bob
be a first-time listener. You must be new here.
We appreciate all listeners to this goddamn podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bob McGee. But yeah, COVID has a lot to do with 5G. Trust me. And if you don't think so, it's because you're not wearing the fucking hat. I know you're not wearing the hat.
New valves and aortic root, she says.
So like they literally gave you like a pig heart valve.
He's the $1 million man. Look what Andrew said.
Aortic root. Yeah, there we go. We have the technology, Shay.
Lenny, I don't think Fruit of the Loom offers that. You have to line it with tinfoil yourself, probably.
Yeah, these are personal things.
I've looked into.
They don't want you to wear that shit. You have to take it into your own hands.
They want you to get nut cancer, so you have to pay them to so they get paid to fix you.
Yeah, this is new technology, people. We have to figure this stuff out as we go.
Yep.
They're not just going to give you the answers.
You got anything else to scare us with the 5G COVID?
Honestly, it's scary enough. I think I should leave it there before we all start jumping out of the window.
That one was pretty scary.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Is that real or what?
You guys think?
Is that why you guys didn't get vaccinated?
Or did.
Yeah. You want the fry? Please fry me.
Please give me that.
Mechanical, I believe. Oh, we got a call coming in here. Who's this?
Okay, let's do it.
What's up?
Hello, you're live on the air with the Crowded Room podcast.
Hey.
Oh,
hey,
Sterling.
Sterling. You figured it out.
Yeah, I figured it out. I logged into the computer.
Okay.
Hey.
How do you do, Sterling?
Yeah, but I'm going in raw, so
yeah, raw, fucking quick and dirty. How do you do, sir? Can you hear us?
no tinfoil hats. But have you guys heard of the self simulation theory?
Oh, you're breaking up.
The cell simulation.
Self-simulation.
Yeah,
theory.
there's a delay. There's a delay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, we'll just give you some time to talk without trying
Go
to
ahead.
talk over you. No, just go for it.
Give us a monologue.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. So you've heard of the simulation theory that we could be in a computer.
Yeah.
So there could be like a mathematical equation that determines that we reach like this omnipotent state, that the universe is heading towards an omnipotent state, and it's like the supreme being. But in order to reach it, it needs to create itself, and we're in the process of creating itself.
Damn.
It sounds like the Jews.
And that the laws of our universe are in the process of creating a supreme being.
Okay.
I like that one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Maybe it's a computer being.
Now that's a fucking conspiracy theory. I like that.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense, Sterling. You're scaring me now. You should have really put a fucking hat on for that one.
Yeah, I should put a hat on, right?
Should have given us a trigger warning or something.
You're gonna give us away without the hat.
Yeah. They're gonna access us through you because you're not wearing a hat.
But that makes sense. Maybe that being is
Right.
a mechanical or computer operated kind of thing, and that's why we keep
Okay, I'm
advancing
gonna go
technology.
dark for 2 years.
You're gonna go charge, Sterling. We appreciate your
go
patronage at the Crowded Room podcast. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Sterling.
Woo, you have a good night. Thank you. All right, so that one was weird, yeah, but it makes sense. There's what reason are we advancing technology over and over again?
Says Sterling wants to connect again.
What did he?
Well,
we'll try him again.
oh
well, yeah, that makes sense. Why are we
see.
advancing
Yeah,
technology so at such a rapid rate, if not to create a supreme being that'll rule over us all and whatnot? And I really wish he wore the hat for that one, because if we get too close to the truth, they're gonna shut us down.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Gotta fry our damn brains. Someone is trying to reach that point, and his name is Klaus Schwab. That motherfucker.
Klaus Schwab,
the head of the World Economic Forum.
right? Yeah.
Yep. He's that guy.
He's got the weirdest accent.
Yeah. Anyways,
But he's
fuck that
German
guy.
or something.
I think so. Probably that or Austrian.
Yeah, we don't want to talk too much shit about him. He's probably owns YouTube.
He's probably paying someone to watch us right now.
Yeah, but fuck him because we got our hats on.
Yep. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, fuck them all. So yeah, that one was interesting to tell, and we really appreciate you guys calling in.
We're losing viewers fast. Says we're down to 7. What the hell,
7.
guys?
We were up to 12 for a while. That was almost a record.
Damn.
The supreme being is the god of evolution. We all contribute to the still evolving God. Thank you, Davey. Davey's such a good guy, helping us out left and right with the thinking.
It's almost time to bring Davey up for a good question, but we got one more conspiracy theory left.
Yeah.
For you. I saved the best for last.
Give us one.
All right. So it kind of relates to the last one I went over with the Russians, but this wasn't a declassified document. We get this information from a few places. One, the fucking news, because it was like world news, but we get the rest of the story from a defecting Russian scientist, Dr. Pavlak, I believe his name is. Pavlak. So anyways, he claims that that Russia dug to the biggest underwater lake called Lake Vostok in Antarctica. And so this lake is completely separated from everything. So it has like oxygen levels that are 10 to 20 times higher than, anything else. So like it's been sealed off from everything. So the chances of like getting some crazy creatures in there,
or just organisms, like even bacteria or
exactly
algae.
Yeah. So he claims that it took the Russians 30 years to drill down there. And when they finally made it, they sent this group of scientists, and they went in and they found what they call organism 46B. And
specimen, no?
Is it specimen? I thought it was organism.
Anyways.
Either way. Which is essentially a fucking, like a giant squid. But instead of like 14, or instead of 8 tentacles, it had 14. And like when they first encountered it, it just like paralyzed one of their members and went up to it, just kind of like ripped its head, ripped their head right off, and then just like threw the rest into its mouth, just ate it, right? So they're like, okay, this is fucked. The next day, it mimicked a human and like swam up to them. And then before it was too late, like they noticed too late, so it just fucking strangled one of them until they were dead. That chick got taken away. Another one of them died while they were trying to capture it. But what they found out in all this is that it can like paralyze with its venom from like 150 feet away. It had crazy camouflage, like you said, like I said earlier, it could mimic a human
and like hypnotize almost.
And that's right. That first person was hypnotized, I guess, not actually paralyzed. The third person got paralyzed. Regardless, eventually they captured the fucking thing,
right?
And so when they did that, this claims that the Russian officials took it and said they were taking it to Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
And they were saying it was going to get weaponized because the venom was so powerful. They thought that they could turn it into some sort of a gas, right?
Right.
So what's amazing is like this expedition was like kind of like world news. Like people were like, whoa, like, what do you mean they went down and we can't contact them anymore? It's like, I don't know.
Like the radio signal went dead kind of thing. Yeah.
But yeah, the radio signal went dead. They think it was because of the creature.
They took like an elevator down.
Well, what
like, they first through a giant hole that they bored. Yeah,
they didn't want to contaminate the water, so what they did was they drilled right up to it, and then like got the drill, everything out of there, and then they kind of poked a hole and let the water come through, come up, and freeze. And then they took samples of that water to see what was going on in it before they went in. And so the story about this animal, or this creature, is like the conspiracy theory part, but this expedition is like a real thing.
Yeah, there's documented evidence that they actually went there and drilled these holes for core samples and whatnot.
One of the Russian government has completely denied all this. Like, I think as far as the world knew, there was an expedition going on in Antarctica to find new creatures.
And it wasn't just Russia there.
No, exactly. And previously before that, they'd been finding these like crazy creatures like near those vents underneath the water. They found this like crazy crab that like, it's like this hairy ass crab that grows bacteria on its back, and that's what it lives off of. It like has a garden on its back that it lives off of. And then they found these like 7-pronged starfish that only eat those crabs. And so like it's crazy. You go near these vents in Antarctica and you find all sorts of cool shit. So the world knew that there was shit going on there, and then they heard that scientists went like got trapped and whatever, lost contact. But I don't think the world was privy to that hole. That was part of the conspiracy theory.
Right. And apparently one of the arms of the squid got chopped off at one time and they tried to bring it back. Yeah.
That's right. So one of the women chopped off a part of its tentacle, and later on in the night, it fucking went, or not only did it disarm her, but then later on the night it found her and strangled her.
Like the dismembered arm.
Yeah, exactly. Which is fucked up. Assuming it's true. And so yeah, that's pretty much the story. I just think it's really cool that it was on the news and got acknowledged.
Right.
One Russian official, because like the Russian government completely denied everything to do with this, but one official came forward and admitted that they fucking buried that hole and filled that hole, and that's what that scientist said. And no one else is admitting to even drilling the fucking hole. So
that's
Baba
cool.
Yaga.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I actually just read up about Baba Yaga last night.
And that's the boogeyman.
Kind of. It's like Russian folklore.
Witch.
Yeah, it's like this chick.
Yeah,
and
that's what they call John Wick.
She flies around in a mortar and uses
Right.
a pestle as a weapon. Interesting shit.
Very interesting. Yeah, that's like a folklore kind of story they tell in Russia.
Sterling. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe he did, man. Maybe he came out of that hole.
Trump definitely fell in the hole.
Yep.
Yeah.
God damn.
And now he's got his own telepathic powers, and that's why he's going to win this goddamn election 2024.
Oh shit.
No.
Holy fuck, these tinfoil hats are a little hot.
It's giving you a little
shit.
bit of a
because they've been trying to fry me this whole time.
And you took it
felt
off, you
Oh,
dumbass.
no.
Fuck.
Shit.
Now we're going to get canceled.
Oh no.
Not for talking shit about the goddamn government, but
Yeah. So I think unless you guys want some more conspiracy theories, we're gonna bring Davey
yeah.
up.
If you guys got anything to call in about again, but yeah.
Davey, I think it's time you come up here. And if someone calls, you can stay on while we talk to them.
Watch, he's just not even watching.
Feel free to call anytime, guys. Davey should be up here any second. There's a little bit of a delay, so it might take him a little bit.
Yeah, I think the most believable of them all was my COVID 5G one, so I win.
Yeah.
No, that one was silly.
What do you guys think was the best one or the most believable one?
Right. My other one was the Hadron Collider opens a portal to hell. If you guys know what the Large Hadron Collider is in Sweden.
Yeah.
It's a particle accelerator that they're
Smash
using to
particles.
try and find antimatter or make antimatter.
Like Davey's commenting.
Yeah, but he's not
Davey,
coming
get
up.
the fuck up here. Davey's like listen. He's like
Right.
sitting there chatting, but won't come up.
But yeah, some people think that this thing's gonna destroy the universe by creating a black hole right on Earth, and some people say that this happens every day when you just hold your hand out. You're getting particles accelerated from the sun right into your hand, even if you're inside, kind of thing. And no black holes, but
Plenty
you
of
never
black
know.
face though with Trudeau.
Oh, that's our last conspiracy.
Hey,
Yeah.
I bet you Davey's sitting on the can or something.
Do we even have a question for Davey? Do you guys want to type in a question we should ask Davey?
Hey, if you guys had one random question for Davey that you'd like to hear him bullshit his way out of, say it.
I don't know. Davey's kind of losing his seat in this one.
We see you, Shay. Sorry. Fucking, you're not muted. We see you.
Okay, what's wrong? Shay.
Davey, are there more doors or wheels in the world? Good one, Shay.
I saw
Fuck
that
yeah.
one.
KK.
Yeah.
Hold on. Give me a sec. I'm going to go.
I saw that
Oh,
one
shit.
on King and the Sting. Obviously, there's more fucking doors. Every goddamn house has 5 doors at least, and only every car has fucking 4 wheels, right? I guess 5 wheels with the spare. So maybe my fucking assumption's wrong, but I think there's more doors. Anyways, Shay, no chance. It's clearly doors. You guys need to shut up. Oh yeah, then there's little cars. You're right. There's little Hot Wheels cars, so those wheels count too. But I don't care. I stick with doors. Yeah, there's doors on. There's 4 doors on a lot of cars. Oh well. Did you boot him in the ass?
Dude.
What's wrong?
He's on his way. He's grabbing stuff out of the kitchen.
Yeah. Oh well. There's clearly more doors
He had to
than
make-
wheels,
yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
He had to make sure he had his fucking hat on. Hey.
Hey, we got Davey. Does he have a microphone and whatnot?
Oh, yes. Ugh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a segment we call Ask Davey. He brought rum, if you're wondering. This is a fully professional podcast. Don't even worry. You can tell by the hats. Oh wait, Dave's got his own. Here we go, Dave.
Oh no! Oh shit! I'm exposed.
Oh,
Dave, question number 1.
look, all your hair got fried off.
Yeah, question number 1. You have a chance to address Trudeau at a parliament meeting. What do you say?
The chance. Oh wow, this is a good one.
Oh,
Talk more into the mic.
Right?
There you go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Address the Prime Minister.
yeah. What do you say?
I'd be like, what are we going to do about the deplorable condition of this country?
That would be my first question. And you know, it's gonna be like, oh, you know, Canadians, hardworking Canadians.
Not what he says, Dave. What are you gonna say to him? Not ask him a question.
Oh, not ask. Oh,
what would you say to Trudeau if you were addressing him at a parliament and you got to do a monologue?
Yeah, man. I think my first question would be, why did you not?
Another question.
Just this is what I'm gonna say.
I see you there, Bob. Just so you know, I see that gematria.
Yeah, he said that a few times. I'd like to look that one up.
Yeah.
If we had a young Jamie here, that'd be cool.
Man,
a boot. I said it. This guy
Yeah.
must be American. A vaginal Z-bot.
Thank you, Z-Bot.
A boot. I said it.
Everyone's welcome here at the Crowded Room podcast.
Say it in French, Davey. You'll get a government grant.
Oh, je peux, le tout, la joue. Oh yeah.
So,
No,
anyways,
to answer,
what would you ask Trudeau?
The first thing, no, not ask him. The first thing I say to Trudeau is, "Fuck you, son. You're just dumb. What are you doing? Not talking to the truckers." That's my question.
You better have that hat on when you do that.
Oh yeah, I look like the Tin Man if I only had a heart.
You better get a third set of headphones too.
Yep.
I know. I keep on forgetting. I don't need my own.
He's got 5 headphones.
So what about Shay's question though? That was a very important.
What
question.
was Shay's question? Read it out. Read it out.
What do we have more of in the world?
Oh, doors or wheels.
Doors or wheels.
That one's been going around podcasts lately.
I wrote on
really
my answer to that one. I wrote on the script there that wheels in motion and doors of perception. Like, can't have one without the other.
No, it's a quantity question. Which one is more? Which one does the world have more of?
Oh shit! Way more wheels than doors. Come on now.
Why? Why do you say that?
Well, because for every door there's a car, and the car's got 4 wheels.
Right.
Fuck, man! I'm not meant to wear this fucking hat. That's all I'm saying. It keeps falling off.
Yo,
Homer Simpson hairs. Push it up. You guys.
You're gonna get us fucking narked out,
dude. We got Jesse James in the comments. Shout out White Rose.
Jesse James.
Check him out on SoundCloud. He's fucking dope, local rapper.
Oh, you know this guy.
Great. Yeah, he's awesome. He just came in and
shout out Jesse James.
Shamelessly plugged his song.
Oh, really?
He didn't even say hi. He just posted
or tell
his song,
us that that's a song.
I know how it goes.
I would have never guessed to go look that one up, but thank you.
A little while back, there was a JT somebody. You know that guy? He was like, "This is really cool."
Okay.
It was like way up in there.
So I saw that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to that guy.
We were up to 15 people for a sec.
Oh, hell
which
yeah.
was a new record, I think. Holy shit.
Shay wants us to drink.
Dude, thank you, everybody. I mean, we're dropping back down. One of those people's probably, oh, yeah, there's Jesse. Fuck yeah, still in here. I thought you just posted your song.
Right.
Out, but
says there's more wheels than doors, but there's no fucking band called the Wheels. So there's obviously more doors.
The only thing I can think of is Rolling Stones album Steel Wheels. That's all I can think of.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Do turntables count as a wheel?
That's what we're doing. That's what's going on right now.
Yeah. Well, unless you got a question for Davey, we got to get.
We'll get him out of here.
Oh, you know what? We need some more open lines. Who wants to call in? Someone needs to call in.
Someone call in.
Tell us a fucking ghost story. I want a fucking scary story. And
you don't have a question for him. You need. This is our segment. Ask Davey.
Okay, Davey.
I'm gonna prepare shots.
What do you say is the alien is inserting the anal probe? Say you wake up in the middle of it.
No, but I would say.
Wouldn't you have any questions for him?
Yeah, no. What do you say beforehand?
You just go with it, or what?
I get it that you would say that while he's doing.
Like right then and there. I would.
Well, what about right before? What do you say right before?
I'd be like, oh, well, really? Does this really have to happen? Really?
Okay. And that's Ask Davey, ladies and gentlemen.
Anal probes. Beware.
Vaginalized bot. Don't take the jab, but do take the shot. All right, David.
All right.
Are you pouring up some shots for us?
We got to do a shot for the 15 listeners we had just a while ago and lost 5. We got 10 fucking 10 for 10 likes.
12-year-old Guyanese rum in its
Guyanese.
Yeah, South America.
Okay, right on. I don't think I really know where Guyana is.
I see Jesse.
Right beside Colombia and like just above Brazil, kind of like there's English Guyana and French Guyana.
Davey, if you had a superpower, what would it be and why?
Superpower would be to fly, and why? Well, fucking flying, man. Like Superman flying. Fuck.
Where would
shit.
where would you go if you could fly?
Yeah.
Just
Epstein Island.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, if I could fly, man, I'd just be
I wouldn't
looking
answer without the hat.
just above the
dude, yeah.
cleavage. That's all I'd fly around. Just above the cleavage.
Okay.
They're gonna suicide you if you don't put the damn hat
Yeah,
on, Davey.
and us by proxy.
No.
Shay says this is a crowded
It's
room
falling
of
off.
gays, but I'm pretty sure Shay wishes he was here right now.
Yeah, you didn't even call in, Shay, so
Yeah,
we're not even half gay enough.
All right,
I got
guys.
a chase too if you guys want.
We got to do it. We got to do it. They told us to do it.
Shay, this is for all the times you made me laugh tonight.
This is
You're
for
slacking.
15 viewers in a consecutive
Hey.
time. That wasn't bad. This is the first time I had
Jer's
12-year-old
humming and
rum
hawing.
from
He's
Guyana.
picky.
It's really not that bad.
So,
knew
Davey,
you'd like it. I
if
knew you'd
you
like
could train under anyone, who would you train with and why?
For fighting? UFC?
Anything.
He didn't specify,
Training,
so
Anything at
I think.
all.
Okay, my dream job is an NHL goaltender. So I would train with like Carey Price, like the best goaltender in our time right now. And yeah, man, I'd be a wicked backup goalie.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, hell
That's a good
yeah.
answer.
I am not afraid of pucks.
Okay, so what if it was fighting though? Then what?
Oh,
would you
fighting?
pick?
Oh man,
Right.
I'd probably go with Masvidal, bro. He fucking slapped me around. Davey, you fat bitch, we're gonna fucking toughen you up. Oh,
That's
it'd be
cool.
so
He'll teach you the 3-piece and the
Right on.
soda.
because I can kick carpet. So I show Masvidal my knee. Oh man, he probably I'd knock his window. You bet.
Right.
Jokes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
This
Segment
Vaginized bot.
segment's going good, eh, Dwayne? Come on, give me
Uh,
a shout out, Dwayne. Or you're out there somewhere.
Vaginized bot. Davey's the only one of the three of us that's into hockey. Trust me. But yeah, no, Canadians are very into hockey. Like I couldn't tell you.
It's a
I couldn't tell you the
religion.
last hockey game I watched. It was probably years and years ago.
he said he found out the Earth is fat in the last podcast.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh, yeah. A fat earther.
I don't know if you meant flat or not, but I don't remember us
No,
talking
no.
about anything like that. in the
Our
last
viewers
podcast.
don't fuck up anything.
I identify as a fat earther.
Lenny's
Fucking
like,
right.
"Am I allowed to say I'm a Bruins fan?"
Oh,
You're from. Well, you're close enough to Boston. Yeah. You
Yeah.
can be a Bruins
no
fan.
fuck yeah, that's cool.
Hell yeah.
We have no ties to any.
I thought Lenny would
we
go.
have nothing to do with the
Yeah.
Vancouver Canucks. Completely unrelated. Alex and I don't even watch hockey. That's Davey's
No,
thing.
that's just it.
Yeah,
Even
we're
if
not
it's on
proper
TV.
Canadians.
I don't really watch it.
Earth be thick.
Earthy's
Straight
thick as
just-
shit.
Hell yeah.
Okay, there we go. Bob McGee back. I think we should make a whole thing about these conspiracies every few weeks or something.
This
Hell
conspir-
yeah.
conspiracy
this
is
will be
fun.
a
to dabble
reoccurring
in.
topic for sure.
Yeah.
We can't just do this once. There's always a new conspiracy. Bob McGee, Klaus Schwab, 177 New World Order, 177. Okay. Is that a book or can you
Right on.
explain a little bit? Stefan Redpath, I would ask Trudeau if Canada is a democracy or a constitutional monarchy, and if we are either,
Right on.
and if we are either, why is he running
shit,
an
yeah.
autocracy? Nice one, Stefan.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes Ask Davey. We thank him very much for his participation.
Dwayne says, cheers from the brother downstairs, my boys. We always got people downstairs fucking supporting us. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Love those guys. My favorite part is like, when we're done, we go down and have a few beers and fucking reminisce about the podcast.
Right.
Reminisce about something that just happened.
that we're extremely new to. We've got a lot of room to grow. That's the best thing we could say about it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And you're right. Dave's not here now.
Right.
Dave's gone.
So you've been reading these out.
Oh yeah.
Is
Oh, yeah.
Stefan Redpath your friend or is he?
Yeah, I know Stefan
okay,
from
great.
way back. Dwayne got him. I think he might be downstairs right now. I know he was going to hang out with Dwayne tonight, or Dwayne said he might come by. But
Do we know Bob McGee or is
Bob
he
McGee, I don't know who that
an
is yet.
organic listener number 2? Hell yeah.
Bob McGee, I'd love to know who you
There
are.
we go. And
This gematria, I'm going to save that for the next time we do a
Yeah,
conspiracy theory podcast.
I'll make sure I
have to
write
look
that
into it.
down and we'll come back to the table with that next time we
Can't
do a
just sit on my
conspiracy
phone and look it up
podcast.
right now, right? But if you want to like say a few things, you're more than welcome to. We'll shout
Yeah,
it out.
we'll read it out for you.
Lifelong subscriber. Really?
Vaginalized Bot is a lifelong subscriber to us. Hey, we're up to
Nobody knows
14
nothing
views.
this
Fuck yeah.
colony.
Thank you, people.
Hell yeah, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, we're almost an hour and a half into our tinfoil hat episode. We really just hope you guys are doing your part with the hats too.
Shay said, would he rather be an NHL goaltender and never get a win or be the best in the A? Davey, answer that in the comments just for Shay.
No one knows. So anyways, Bob McGee, Kabbalistic method of interpreting the Hebrew scriptures by computing the numerical value of words.
Oh, numerology. That's like numerology, right?
Based on those of their constituent letters. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard about that a while back. And all those fucking celebrities are wearing that little red string around their fucking wrist.
Oh, I heard about
that.
Yeah,
like 10,
yeah.
15 years ago is a big thing.
That sounds like
Kabbalah.
a deep dive that we could do in the future. Yeah, that's really interesting.
It was really silly, but maybe there's more to it.
Yeah, I think we really need to put some more effort into the next conspiracy thing and really come to the table with
more effort in. That's just it, guys. We're giving you guys more effort every fucking week. Every week we're trying to be better. And you guys don't know this, but we spend a lot of time looking into these conspiracies.
But you also didn't know that the fucking COVID gave you 5G and shit, and you're welcome for that.
For this episode, we had to look up some fun shit, but normally, we're really trying to do our homework on real shit and give you guys the real info on things that are going on these days, and also make fun of everything at the same time.
14 takers thing. Oh, we're up to 15 now. We love you guys.
We're back up to 15. Woo!
Imagine we got to take a shot every 15 viewers.
Jesus. Well,
yeah.
Every time it gets back to 15, someone's just gonna leave and come back over and over again.
I literally drove here. I don't need to be doing more shots.
No, all I got is beers in here.
Sorry.
But you know what, Shay? Fucking, if you make me laugh, I'll take a nice big drink. Thoughts on NFTs? Well, Jesse, my thoughts on NFTs are, I don't trade them, but I think if someone were to get into them, they can make a lot of money really quick. I know people that do that.
They're worth what people say they're worth, which is exactly the same as everything else, but you just don't get a literal thing in your hand.
I think it's funny the people who like buy NFTs and then put them as their display picture, and then someone copies and pastes it and they get mad. Like there's people online like, you better delete that or I'm gonna call so and so. And
I think it's gonna matter a lot more once the metaverse picks up speed, and then like, your NFT could be like a poster on your wall, like this stuff here, right?
And that's just it. NFTs are more than what people talk about. Like, for example, like there's blockchain-based games right now where, let's say you go into a game and make a character. That character is an NFT that you can trade and do whatever with, but you can also play the game with it. So NFTs are actually starting to be
They've
more
been
related
doing that
to
forever in World of Warcraft.
Yeah, but now it's like an NFT and it exists on the blockchain, and it's just a little bit different as far as programming goes.
Right.
Excuse me.
Yeah. I got the mute button here for that.
Nice. Think of it as like an object that actually exists on the internet that you can own. Whereas like World of Warcraft, you buy something, they could just ban you. You don't own it anymore. They actually have the end saying things, where with NFTs, I can create an NFT. And when I mint it, which means like put it out there, I can at that time decide the royalties that I get every time it gets bought and sold.
Right.
So if one day it sells for $1 million and I got a fucking 5% royalty, like I'm making money. And then if they keep selling it, even for the same price, I'm making money every single time. It goes directly into your account.
Right. At this stage, though, I'm personally not interested in buying a picture. But right on. And the thing is, you don't have to be interested. All you have to do. Thank you so much, Lenny.
Thanks, Lenny. Lenny says our podcast makes his week. Fuck yeah, Lenny.
We're just trying to brighten up your Thursday, Lenny.
For anyone that doesn't know, Lenny is our biggest fan from 50 miles south of Massachusetts, 50 miles south of Boston.
Yeah. He's our first organic follower too.
First organic follower that found us.
That didn't just hear us from a shout out on Facebook.
Just stumbled upon us on YouTube. And for that, we salute you, Lenny.
Lenny.
Cheers to Lenny. And he shows up every week. I send all my friends a fucking link. That's how they know to get in on this.
And not only that, he's on the East Coast where it's 3 hours later than we are right now. It's almost damn midnight over there.
Not to mention he's 73 years old, you guys. Like fucking, and he's down with this shit. That's
and I hope your wife's doing better, Lenny.
Absolutely. He was saying earlier she tested negative, but she's a little frail now. So I hope that it's just a steady recovery from here, Lenny.
Right.
Jesse, I heard Little Dirk is coming out with a shoe line NFT. You get the NFT for your digital character, and you get the real matching pair as well. I mean, yeah, they're coming out with more creative ways to sell the things. I guess the question is, like, in 10 years, are they going to be worth anything? Like, they might go really like high up a lot in the next couple of years, but like hopefully in 10 years, these people still have value with their NFTs, right?
Well, that's just it. You never know. It's an investment.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
just like everything, it could go up, could go down. But like I'm saying, with the expansion of the metaverse, this stuff's really going to matter. Your clothes that your avatar's wearing, your avatar alone, but then the clothes, the goddamn accessories, and your house, those are all NFTs, right? Like,
we interrupt this podcast for Vaginalizes
Yeah.
rib jobs on the house, non-GMO
Yeah.
and keto friendly. Guys,
hit him up.
hit
And
him
we're at
up.
16.
Hit them up in the DMs. We're at 16 views now.
16,
Thank
I'm
you for
cracking a
that
fucking
beer for advertisement.
16,
That's why we're at
boys.
16 now. Fuck. You guys need a non-GMO keto friendly rim job. You know where to get one.
Yeah, hit up fucking Vaginalized Bot on YouTube.
Yeah, Sterling. Yeah, the Bored Monkey NFTs let you talk directly to millionaire and billionaires. I don't know.
Right. I
anything
think
about
the
that.
most
That's cool.
practical NFTs I've heard is the Nelk Boys put out these NFTs where you use them as a pass to get into like private venues that they're hosting.
Mhm.
So it's an actual card that you get in the mail, and you're a member of their kind of private party thing.
Okay.
And then not only that, but the NFT itself appreciates as well as their brand appreciates.
They probably cost a lot. So like,
Yeah, well,
you pay.
they
$1
only
million
made
bucks.
so many, and they got like thousands of applications for them. So
Yeah.
that's the most practical use I've heard of it so far.
These millionaires and billionaires want friends. So like, if you have $1 million to spend on an NFT, maybe you're the kind of person that could be friends with.
And I don't think these were millions of dollars, right? Because
No.
their brand isn't huge right now. A lot
Fair
of people
enough.
have never even heard of the Nelk Boys.
Oh,
they just
sorry,
got
the Nelk
that-
Boys. My
They
bad.
just got that Trump podcast, and it got pulled down in one day. I was
you were telling me
watching
about
it.
that on the
yeah,
other,
I was
podcast.
watching it, and I tried to like the thing, and it like wouldn't let me like it because they already pulled it, but they can't just like stop your file from already having downloaded.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
Excuse me. Those rim jobs are also cruelty free, by the way. Anyways, Lenny is the man. Andrew said he was followed here before organically. I think he said he's like, what did he say? Fuck, I gotta scroll back up here. Very professional. Organic, laugh my ass off. I followed before the podcast. That is true. That is true. That's OG status, Andrew.
There you go. Yeah. And we did make a page, but we're just not going over to it yet, kind of thing.
Dude, I looked at it.
taking
Remember,
off,
we
yeah.
told everyone to subscribe to it, and
Yeah.
everyone was looking for it. We have 0 fucking
Zero.
subscribers. You guys are a bunch of goddamn
Who
liars.
cares?
Everybody look up the Crowded Room podcast on YouTube right now and follow
Yeah.
the actual page. And then one day we'll start doing it on there.
Right.
Until then, it's on my personal page.
Eh.
Meh. Maybe I can change the name of my personal page.
Yeah.
This is all we
Just
put
call
out
the
on it now.
Crowded Room.
Crowded Room podcast. Number of a man is 666 in the Bible, not gematria. Milk Boys brand is massive. That's true. They're getting fucking huge right now. Every
Getting
UFC,
big.
they're chilling with Dana White and the fighters.
Right. And they're
not to mention-
sponsoring a fighter. They had Trump on. I heard they're getting Alex Jones soon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Some mentorship. They got the younger generation dialed in. Most numbers in the Bible are probably gematria codes. I don't know much about that, Bob. That's another.
No,
I'm
that'd
gonna
be
have to look into
interesting as
that.
hell
That
to
sounds like
look
a
into,
like a
though.
good one to dive into. So thanks for bringing that up. SBU, thanks Jesse. That's a Switchblade Union shout
Oh,
out.
there we go.
My band and my brand. We usually start every episode off with a Switchblade Union song. Jesse, actually, you should send me one of your songs. The next episode, we'll use that
Yeah,
as the
we could
intro,
play that
or I
stuff.
could even play it for the outro tonight after Dwayne plays his
Yeah.
solo.
If you get it to us fast enough here.
Oh yeah, he will. Send me that song, Jesse.
Right. And that's that might be a good time to summon Dwayne up here. Hey.
Hell yeah.
You guys saw our last episode. We got our friend Dwayne here to serenade you guys with a couple of tasty licks.
People are saying they can't find the Crowded Room podcast room.
I've had
Or,
trouble
page.
finding it too. Oh, the page? No, just I've had trouble finding the podcast. I have to like look up your page and find it.
They're shadow banning us, guys. They don't.
I
want
think
us
so, and that's why we need the fucking hats.
Until you get 1,000 subscribers, they treat you like shit, and they even hold you back. They will limit the number of people that join your live streams. If you have even if you have one,
we got
1,000.
16 motherfuckers, so I don't give a fuck.
We're on our way to 1,000. We had 16 viewers tonight. But yeah, I'm looking right now. The Crowded Room podcast. We show up here like once in a while, but the actual YouTube page, Crowded Room podcast, is nowhere to be found.
Tyler, you need a date and time. It's Thursdays at 7 every week.
Guys, on the next podcast, I'll
Pacific.
put the link for the new page in the description, so you guys can just click on it.
Right. Just know that we're here Thursdays at 7 every week. Yep. You can trust us.
And if anybody wanted to call in and say their piece, now is your fucking chance. Otherwise, Dwayne's gonna fucking play his shit, and we're gonna end the episode with a song by White Rose, which is Jesse James Doucette in the chat. He got you. Fucking cool dude.
Davey, I'm gonna take a shot
on a rainy day. That's a good one, Jesse. Thanks for sending me that one. I probably would have played that one if you didn't send me anything.
Right. We got Dwayne Willier in the house. He's going to take a shot courtesy of Davey.
Hell yeah.
Of the goddamn 12-year-old Guyanese rum. It was good. I mean, I don't know what I expect out of a Guyanese rum. I really like Cuban rum. I've had that before. They're close.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. I mean,
it reminds me of like what pirates would have had back in the day. It's not like sweet and like it's not like a Captain Morgan's like over sugared kind of thing.
Yeah. Here, pass me that mic there.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate your patronage of the Crowded Room podcast. But yeah, just remember Thursdays at 7. If nothing else, tell your goddamn parents that they can wait. If they got shit to say about the Crowded Room podcast, you kick them right in the fucking knee.
Damn, man, this tinfoil hat is sweaty. If I got struck by lightning right now, just
the hat's wet sweaty. Yeah.
God dang. All right, Dwayne.
Are we just jumping right into it, Dwayne?
Yeah, an uninterrupted couple minutes by Dwayne here. He's gonna play a few licks, and then we'll do our outro after that. Hell yeah. That is Dwayne Willier with the solo of the week,
That was awesome.
the riff of the week.
That was sweet. You're getting better and better every week. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
What,
Thanks, Dwayne.
You want to sit down and tell us about your goddamn adventures this week?
You want to talk for a sec? Yeah, tell us about your week after that solo.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
sure
sweet.
they want to hear something from you.
Here, just pull the whole cord out of the thing. Yeah, so we don't get the whoosh whoosh.
Yeah.
We get a lot of shit sounds.
Work was good. It's picking up. The weather's really great, and I am ready to get fucked up this summer with you beauties.
Yeah,
It's going to be a good summer.
Felt like I actually got heat on my skin, like the first tan of the fucking year today.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It was beautiful. I'm excited. I'm really excited that work's picking up too.
First, like, bead of sweat while I was working of the year kind of thing on my fucking back.
Oh yeah, when you got to take off those layers, you know.
Yeah.
It's short season. Let's go.
That's just it. Yeah. Did they let you wear shorts at work? No, you got to
they
do
did.
long sleeves and high vis.
They did for like 2 shifts last year when it was like plus 36, and that was
Right.
the rule. It was like after it hit plus 25, then we're allowed to wear shorts. It was kind of stupid.
That's sweet. But you've been practicing your riff and shit?
Oh yeah,
That's sweet,
I
man.
felt good. I was really excited to do the electric this week for you
Yeah.
guys.
Fuck yeah.
And yeah, that was fun. That was perfect.
You
So,
enjoyed it a little more?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Not as nervous.
Yeah, well, it's gonna come with time, dude.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Vaginalize is like, I see he's been practicing all the stuff I showed him. The neighbors are pissed.
Thank you, bro.
No, they
banging
love
on the
it.
wall
They
so I can
smile
play
and
louder.
wave. I only
Yeah.
hear the miss notes, so I hear the whole thing. He's trying to grill you earlier.
Wow.
He's like, it sounds muffled. Maybe it sounds better that way. It's up in the chat there. But I don't know who that is, but hey, thanks for bringing some comedic value, buddy. Tyler News says need a riff challenge like Ola. That's a good idea too. Maybe we'll have a couple guys shredding here one day. Maybe Tyler, you can come in
Like a battle of the bands thing.
and show us what's up, right? So
Holy
Fucking
shit,
cat.
Just fucking
Dude,
dropped in
Hank-
like a bomb.
Hank is fucking
Hank's
rowdy.
pissed we're not paying attention to him.
Fuck.
That's a new conspiracy. It's because we took the
It's because we took too long. He's like, time to end it, boys.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys.
Thank
no problem,
you.
man. Thank you.
That was awesome. You have a
Fuck
good
yeah.
week. And hopefully we'll see you again next week.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's been a good podcast. We got to talk about a lot of fun stuff. It looks like everybody enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, give us a hell yeah in the comments. Looks like we still got at least 13 people in here.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Is it time to call her a night?
Yeah, no,
Play
I think
some
that was a
outro
good
music?
podcast. We don't want to fucking wait until everyone gets tired of us and screws off, right?
Yeah.
But we appreciate you guys so much. I know you're saying we can't really find that other channel. It's probably because like we have 0 subscribers, 0 videos on it and all that.
And there's other things that pop up before it. So maybe if you scroll down, there are
Yeah.
1,000 results. But in the next, for everyone asking and wondering, in the next podcast, I'll post it in the description. So I'll mention
Right.
that you guys will be able to just click on it and take it
But
right
for the
there. So,
time being, we'll be on this goddamn channel this day at 7
right.
p.m. Pacific every week.
fuck yeah.
You could fucking tell your goddamn godparents it's reliable.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks again for all you guys showing up. We got some outro music here. It's White Rose, Jesse James there. The song's called On a Rainy Day featuring Sevi, and you can find that on SoundCloud. And that being said, that's it for us. This is the Crowded Room Podcast with Alex and Jer. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Bye.
Yo. You're my sunshine on a rainy day. You're the one that keeps the clouds away. On my mind, yeah, I see your pretty face. You're my sunshine on a rainy day. You're my sunshine on a rainy day. You're the one that keeps the clouds away. And on my mind, yeah, I see your pretty face. You're my sunshine on a rainy day. Hey, yeah. You're my sunshine on a rainy day, and you're the one that keep the clouds away. Right now you're on my mind. Fast forward, rewind. I'm stuck in time with you.
Cross my chest and down my spine. Dot my eyes, make you mine. The star of my sky is you.
Trying to keep my thoughts at bay, 'cause boy, you're driving me crazy daily. Some call it love, but we're calling it fate. What do you say? On this rainy day, on this rainy day, on this rainy day, on this rainy day, when it rains it pours, throughout the storm we gon' stay indoors. You're my sunshine on a rainy day. You're the one that keeps the clouds away. On my mind, yeah, I see your pretty face. You're my sunshine on a rainy day. You're my sunshine on a rainy day. You're the one that keeps the clouds away. And on my mind, yeah, I see your pretty face. You're my sunshine on a rainy day. Hey, yeah. A thing about me is that I like you. And if I tried to switch your love, would you try to? A thing about me is that I like you. And if I tried to switch your love, would you try to? Hey, I was feeling lonely, I was feeling blue. Then God blessed me up when he gave me you. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. You start to wonder why all the time. Don't got a question, I will keep you dry. So baby, come with me, let's go take a drive until we see sunshine. On this rainy day, on this rainy day, on this rainy day, when it rains it pours, throughout the storm we gon' stay indoors. You're my sunshine on a rainy day. You're the one that keeps the clouds away. On my mind, yeah, I see your pretty face. You're my sunshine on a rainy day. You're my sunshine on a rainy day. You're the one that keeps the clouds away. And on my mind, yeah, I see your pretty face. You're my sunshine on a rainy day. Hey, yeah. You're my sunshine on a rainy day. You're the one that keeps the clouds away. On my mind, yeah, I see your pretty face. You're my sunshine on a rainy day. You're my sunshine on a rainy day. You're the one that keeps the clouds away. And on my mind, yeah, I see your pretty face. You're my sunshine on a rainy day. Hey, yeah.